Alright y'all, what it do? Your boy is back on the grind one more time with another video. Still attacking the Regal here. Got it pulled in close to the garage here as we are going to attack wrapping the crossover exhaust manifold pipe that runs from the driver's side manifold all the way over to the passenger side and connection with the downpipe and everything, and then it goes back to one single exhaust, or excuse me, it goes back to exhaust all the way and it dumps out both each side. So there's a crossover pipe that kind of connects the two. So that pipe, when I did the transmission lines, that pipe runs super close to the transmission lines. So the transmission lines originally were hard lines, stainless steel lines, but it was protected by a shield, a heat shield. Well, I wasn't able to keep the heat shield and put my nylon braided lines in there. So I had to basically tuck the braided lines as far away as I could. I mean, it's tight under there, y'all, between like the starter, the frame, the exhaust, or the crossover manifold, the exhaust manifold. I mean, it's all like super tight in there. So I got it away good enough where it's not touching, but I just don't trust driving it for like a really long time just because of so much heat from there. So just for peace of mind, I bought some header wrap and this heat shield. So this is actually from Amazon, and it actually got really good reviews, and it looks just like the stuff you would buy at O'Reilly's or something like that. I think this is 50 feet here, and it also comes with your clamps as well. So these are like, I'm not sure if they're stainless or aluminum, but they're clamps so they, you know, don't melt, they can get hot, whatnot. And then they also send you gloves because I think they use a fiberglass type material, so you don't want to do this bare hand. And then they give you some directions with it as well. So I've used this stuff in the past, not this particular brand, but stuff from O'Reilly's, but similar, works great. So this is what I'm gonna wrap the part over the crossover pipe with. Now this is some fire sleeve, and they also send you some tape in there as well from a company called DEI, Design Engineering Inc. And this is the first time that I've ever used this stuff, but I've seen many people use it and it has pretty good reviews. And I think what it is you can either slide it over, or it has a Velcro, I think a Velcro, I'm not sure if this one is it, let me see. There's some that I've seen that have a Velcro and then you can undo the Velcro, but nah, so this is a sleeve. So this is the one that's a sleeve. But I was kind of hoping it was the Velcro one, but yeah, this is the sleeve. So I think this is 3 feet of the fire sleeve, and then there's 16 inches of tape. So I think this can withstand up to 500 degrees, and I think up to like 2000 degrees of kind of like intermittent heat as well too. So this is what I got as a backup. Now, in order for me to put this on now, I thought it was the one with the Velcro, but I guess not. But looks like in order for me to put this on now, I have to take off the line, which isn't a huge deal. It's just another step, and then wrap it. But what I'm gonna try to do first, because the lines are tucked up so tight under there, this might be actually too thick for me to wrap that around and then still pull them as far away as I can away from the exhaust manifold. So I think I'm gonna try this first and just wrap the header, and if I can get the temperatures down with that on the crossover pipe, I mean, if I can get the temperatures down on that, then I think that'll help the lines not get too hot. So let me go ahead and attack that. I might not be able to get you under the car to show you, but maybe initially I'll try to go up there and see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about, and then from there I'll try to go ahead and wrap this, and then I'll show you that.
If y'all can see, but let me see if I can get this light on. All right, so there is the transmission line, and as you can see, it's probably less than an inch from touching that crossover pipe. So this is the crossover pipe right here. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to wrap it with that header tape, and that should help a lot. And then what I'll probably do is well, I might see how that works. I also have this high heat kind of like ducting tape that you can use, and I use that for a lot of my builds. And I might see if I can also maybe use that as like added protection, because I really don't want to mess with transmission lines right now. And I don't want to undo those fittings, and I just don't want to do that too. So I mean, I know maybe in the long run that'll help. I just don't want to take off these fittings and slide on that sleeve if I don't have to. Plus that sleeve is gonna make it stick out even further, and I don't want it necessarily touching the crossover pipe. So I think I can get by with some wrap, and then just kind of go from there. So let me go ahead and attack this right now. But I just wanted to show you guys. I got it pulled really tight to the starter in the transmission bell housing, and then it goes along the starter here, and then up under over the cross member right by the oil pan is where it originally had went anyway. So this is actually the original route of the hard lines. It's just there was a shield there, and now that I have two lines that are thicker, I can't put the shield up. Unless I might be able to make something, but we'll see. I'm gonna put this header pipe on, or header wrap on first, and then maybe I can do something with the shield. So I got it done, and I'm gonna take you into the car right now and show you what I did. Pretty straightforward job actually today, so those are always a win, man. Even though I'm wearing long sleeves and covered up, man, that fiberglass wrap, man, it still gets all up in your clothes, and I'm still itching and everything anyway. So but let me go ahead and take into the car right now, and I can show you guys what it looks like. All right, y'all, so laying up in here, tight fit, man. But hopefully if this thing will focus, and yeah, there you go. Okay, so I have it done the best as I could, and as high as up there as I can get it. As you can see, that's how close it is, man. It's not touching. It's probably a good inch at some places, but at the closest point, it is probably 3/4 of an inch away. But it's not touching, so that's good. So this header wrap should help. Bit of a challenge to get those straps to get them as tight as you can. They don't tight like snug, well, they tight snug, but they don't tight as super tight as maybe some zip ties would, but they get pretty tight. The good thing is this header wrap is pretty grippy, so it shouldn't slide up and down, and as long as you get the clamps fairly tight, they should be good. They call for actually kind of winding them, well, after you tighten them down, they kind of like roll them in to kind of cinch them up, I guess, so they don't back out. But I didn't want to sit here in this small space and try to roll the excess clamps to try to roll them with a pair of needle nose, and then my hand couldn't really fit up there. It was already tight enough. So what I did is I just folded them. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, so I just kind of folded them over at an angle. You guys can see that, kind of at an angle down, so that way if it kind of started to back out, it would kind of catch itself and stop. So that should be okay. No one's gonna see up in here anyway. I don't show the car, and you know, underneath the car it's not crazy clean, so nobody's gonna see it, but that should help. Being that this is 50 feet long, I didn't want to sit here and wrap it around and wrap 50 feet around and whatever, and so what I did was actually cut about 4 feet and hoped that it would be enough, and actually it was. So that worked out pretty good. So I'm just gonna leave it like that and just see how it works. It should block off a lot of the heat, and I'm happy with it. So let me go ahead and get from under this car. So just to show you kind of what I was talking about. So here's the directions. See how it's kind of like spiraled, rolled up in there? And so that's what it calls for. But what I did is I just folded it kind of like at an angle, right at the clamp, to kind of help stop it from backing out if it were to back out. I don't think they are. I think it has like a tooth in there, and it kind of grabs as you keep pulling, similar to a zip tie. So anyways, man, that's pretty much it.
got that done. That was one main thing that I wanted to get done. Every time I drove this car this weekend, I was thinking about, hope it's not getting too hot. Hope it's not getting too hot and burning the line. But I was safe, so they ended up working out pretty good, y'all. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get this car back. Anyways, y'all, you guys know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Do all that good stuff, y'all. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. And we're gonna keep that heat coming, y'all. You know I got the heat here. I got the heat here. I got the heat in the shop, man. It's going down, all right? Holla at y'all later. Be safe. Deuces.